Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is November 6th, and our reading is Harrison Bergeron. The year was 2081, and everyone was finally equal. They weren't only equal before God and the law, they were equal every which way. Nobody was smarter than anybody else. Nobody was better looking than anybody else. Nobody was stronger or quicker than anybody else. All this equality was due to the 211th, 212th, and 213th Amendments to the Constitution, and to the unceasing vigilance of agents of the United States Handicapper General. Some things about living still weren't quite right, though. April, for instance, still drove people crazy by not being springtime. And that's Kurt Vonnegut. Welcome to the Monkey House is the book, and the story is Harrison Bergeron. Oh, that pesky weather. Try as we might, there are still things we cannot control. So it goes. Kurt Vonnegut. What a guy. What a card, huh? What a cracker. Uh, he was off a little bit, but not much. By a charming coincidence, he wrote that story. That book was published in 1968, the epicenter of the Great Confusion. And that was 56 years ago. And 57 years from now will be 2081, the date that he picked for this to happen. But it's too late. Everything is equal. We'll just rearrange people. We'll just cut them to order and line them up, and everybody will be just equal. There will be equal outcomes for all. Won't matter how much effort you put into something, how much talent you've got, how many skills you develop through your own hard work and labor. We'll just have the great leveler come out and whack everybody so that we're all the same. And this story, if you haven't read it, please go get it right away. It's hilarious. This guy, the parents of Harrison live together, and the guy is real smart, and he's got an implant in his ear that every few seconds lets off a piercing scream so that he cannot concentrate long enough to actually act smarter than his partner. And anyway, it's a really funny look at where we end up with when we start looking at, we decide what the outcomes are. And I guess, well, like all humor, I guess depends on your taste. I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, please check it out. Harrison Bergeron. We cannot control everything. There you go. Civilization really has reached a critical junction where one group thinks that all we have to do to change reality is to redefine things, and other groups cling, I think that's fair to say, we cling to traditional ways. C.S. Lewis, in The Abolition of Man, had a good take on this. He said, the real objection is that if man chooses to treat himself as raw material he will be. Not raw material to be manipulated, as he fondly imagined, by himself, but by mere appetite, that is, mere nature, in the person of his dehumanized conditioners. Or, as Frank Zappa said, the Central Scrutinizer. And happy trails to you until we meet again.